Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. This companion risked his dignity for the Prophet. Do you know what Bilal, radiallahu anhu, really sacrificed? So stay with me until the end. Someone asked Bilal, radiallahu anhu, how the Nabi, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, met his expenses. He replied, he never kept back anything for future use. I arranged money for him. Whenever a needy person, whether hungry or naked, came to him, he would make him over to me, and I would then arrange for his needs by borrowing money from somebody. This is what usually happened. Once a person from among those who believe in many gods came to me and said, "Look here, I have a lot of money to spare. You don't borrow money from anybody else. Whenever you need it, come straight to me." I said, "This is indeed fine." I began to borrow money from him to meet the needs of Rasulullah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. One day, after I had made my wudu and was about to call adhan, the same person, accompanied by some people, came and shouted, "O Negro!" When I attended to him, he began to abuse me, using filthy language, and said, "How many days are left of this month?" I said, "It is about to finish." He said most rudely, "Look here. There are only 4 days left of this month. If you fail to clear up your debts by the end of the month, I shall take you as my slave for my money, and then you will be tending sheep as you have been doing before." After saying this, he went away. I remained sad and full of grief throughout the day. After Isha, when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was alone, I went and narrated the story to him, saying, "O Nabi of Allah, you have nothing with you, nor can I arrange any money from somewhere so quickly. I am afraid that person who believes in many gods will disgrace me. I, therefore, intend to keep away for such time as you get enough money to clear the debts." I went home, took my sword, shield, and shoes, and waited for the morning to make for some other place. Just before dawn, somebody came to me and said, "Hurry up, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam wants you." I hurried to the masjid and found 4 loaded camels sitting near Rasulullah. He said, "Good news, Bilal. Allah Ta'ala has made arrangements for clearing your debts. Take these camels with their load. The chief of Fidak has sent them as a gift to me." I thanked Allah Ta'ala and took the camels and cleared up all the debts. In the meantime, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam kept sitting in the masjid. When I returned, I said, "Alhamdulillah, all the debts are now clear, O Nabi of Allah." He asked, "Is there anything left from the gift?" I said, "Yes, something is still left." He said, "Go and spend that as well. I shall not go home until the whole lot is spent." The Nabi kept sitting in the masjid all day long. After Isha, he asked again if everything had been spent. I said, "Something is still left unspent. A few of the poor have not turned up so far." He slept in the masjid that night. Next day after Isha, he again called me to him and said, "Bilal, is everything finished now?" I said, "Yes, Allah Ta'ala has blessed you with peace. Everything is now spent and gone." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam began to praise Allah Ta'ala over this news, for he did not like death to overtake him while any riches were in his possession. He then went home and met his family. Note: it is common with pious people that they do not like to keep any wealth with them. How could Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, being the fountainhead of all piety, like to keep anything in his possession? It is said of Maulana Abdul Rahim, rahmatullah alayh, a sheikh of our time, that all that he received as gifts from the people was immediately spent by him, and he did not keep anything for himself. A few days before his death, He gave away all his clothes to one of his attendants and said, "If I need to wear any clothes in my life, I shall borrow them from you." And I also know about my late father, author, who whenever he had any money left after Maghrib, would give it to some one of his creditors. He was several thousand rupees in debt, and would say, "I would not like to keep this source of trouble with me for the night." May Allah enable us to understand these words, act upon them, and convey them to others. Ameen. Stay tuned, as I will return with another enlightening story soon. Don't forget to watch before you sleep. Jazak Allahu khairan.